our strength, if we join our love, only good things can be done, and only then it comes the sun. Everything is clear and everything increase, if we come together only is the peace. If we join our strength, if we join our love, only good things can be done, and only then it comes the sun. Everything is true and everything is right, when we join together no one's left behind. Yes, we give, yes, we care, our goodness is all over in the air. Yes, we can, yes, we dare, to share the love and blessings everywhere. Yes, we fly, yes, we do, we have a heart for all of you. Yes, we are, yes, we care, unpassive angels, only love is what we share. If we join our love, only good things can be done, and only then it comes the sun. Everything is true and everything is right, when we join together only is the light. Yes, we give, yes, we care, our goodness is all over in the air. Yes, we dare, to share the love and blessings everywhere. Yes, we fly, yes, we do, we have a heart for all of you. Yes, we are, yes, we care, unpassive angels, only love is what we share. We have a heart for all of you. Yes, we are, yes, we care, unpassive angels, only love is what we share. Unpassive angels, only love is what we share.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
A real village that this stuff went to. Again, Theta and Ivy, thank you very much. Ivy City, I think they call Ivy City. This is a real place where people really live.
I can play it now while you're talking.
Yeah, why don't you play it now? And I want you to understand where you're at now and where these people are at. I want you to think about it. Go ahead, Marty. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Ivy. Thank you, Theta. This is where people live. Okay, me, I walk out my door, I've got brick houses, shingled roofs. What did you see there? You seen basically cloth roofs, cloth sides. Matter of fact, I even know one of the big billboard sign companies. At the end of the year, when their billboards were done, they would actually send those big billboards, and they're huge, by the way, to places like this for roofing and shelter, stuff like that. So when you ask yourself, how bad is your life? And I'm not saying, see, those individuals have lived that way their whole life, but don't you think we can make it a little bit better? Ivy Mix, Theta King, they made it a little bit better. But guess what? We're going to make it a lot big better. I know there's different parts of the world, and some people live in clay huts, straw. We just want to make it better for people. Okay, you see that child laying in an open little bed there, which is fine and dandy, but I would really like to see the kid in a nice bed in a private room, with some internet access.
Martin Luther King Day, and I did a video, but obviously I couldn't get it done in time. I'm going to play it now. It's very short, kind of a tribute to him.
A tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. In the heart of a divided America, one man rose with a vision.
So today, let's go to Chad. I hope this gives you some info what's going on there. It's good for people that live there and people that live maybe here or UK or Canada that represent people from Chad. It's good to know it's good to know your people around the world, because if you look at the news, they only have bad news, but people in general want the same thing for each other. So here we go to Chad. Hello everybody, we're doing Chad today for all our Chad brothers and sisters out there, people that are in our business and people that are coming to our business.
Come on, any given time of the day, even if it's 3-4 o'clock in the morning, we will get our butts out of bed and we will definitely bring the news to you live. I think the next couple weeks are going to be very exciting. That's my opinion. I believe that the power of words is an amazing thing.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? I'm pissed. Yeah, no, I'm pissed today. I'm trying to get in a good mood for this, but no, I'm pissed. Today is going to be great fun of me just being pissed the whole time. I don't even have words for you right now. Because I got so mad during the Haiti one that now I'm like, I don't like, really, really. Anyway, we're going to be watching Marty and Chris from today, which is one of the most bizarre. Yeah, bizarre. We'll go with the word bizarre. Multi-level marketing webinars that I have ever seen. It's quite the display. You get to watch Chris learn that people don't live in houses in some parts of the world. That was interesting. And this has been described to me by other people as poverty porn. And it's being used to trick people into thinking that if they sign up for Onpassive, they will be able to help these countries. And also, the most disgusting part is that it's also content that's supposed to manipulate these countries into believing that Onpassive and Ash Mufareh are going to save them, but they just have to buy an Onpassive spot on the pyramid for $97 US and then purchase the O Connect, which at this time in their minds is $250 US a month. As they're doing presentations, sharing with us that the average income of a family in these places is less than $200 USD a month. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in. So that's what we're doing today. I just get more and more mad as they do more and more countries, I feel like. That's what's happening. Albs is in it to scam it, as always. Joe, good to see you. And Joe does say, please limit the emojis. Please do that. Sam is also pissed, calling him farty. Right off the bat, off to a great start. Hello, Jelly Snack. Good to see you. I'm glad that you could make it. And I know that I saw Violet here. Thanks for the warning. Thought for a minute we were going to Romania with the flag. I mean, it's only a matter of time, Violet. It's only a matter of time. Thought Marty was really global. He needs to, yes. Yeah, he needs to stop. He really does, though. He really does. It's getting to be a little bit too much. Hello, Mr. Level. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Chris is here. And Nev is here, even though it's late for you. That's okay. That's okay. Maybe we need one of these just to bring up the mood a little bit here.
Stop going there.
You know.
Stop going there.
Just stop going there. Just let's not go here anymore. I get very, very upset at people preying on vulnerable people. And this is definitely hitting the peak for me. Especially since it's every day. It's every day. We don't have a break. I remember this comedian who had a bit where Libya attacked Chad. He imagined one guy running through the desert trying to avoid a jet shooting at him. Yep. I mean, that's how that would go. Yeah, there are places in the world that do not have houses. Who knew? Who knew? I knew. I've traveled. I've seen it. And I knew. I feel like Chris just found out now. And I'm like, see, this is why it's like you are not the ones to help here. You don't even know like what's going on in these places. And for those that aren't aware, Chad was just going through an election. They're still kind of going through it. We're going to get into that in this stream. Don't worry. So you will understand what I'm talking about. But with the stuff going on there as well politically, they're in a very similar situation to Haiti. Except maybe not so much with gangs and more with corrupt politicians, if that makes sense. Just to kind of preface this, They just had an election in December of 2024. They haven't had one in a very, very long time. They had an assassination, and that led to them being able to have another election here. And it's just been a lot. It's been a lot. And again, the issues there are so complex that it's like I can't even believe when I'm watching these two, and you'll probably be at home the exact same way as we're watching this together. It's almost maddening that they think that these issues can just be solved if these people would just buy into Onpassive and buy Oak and that's what they think is going to solve this for everyone. And it's like, you don't even have the mental capacity to grasp the complexities of the issues that these places are facing. But yet you want to offer the solution, and your solution is just not even close to helpful. Like, it's just, what is going on? Hello, Salami. Hey, you know? This is a staggering amount of money for these people. And this is why I keep bringing up this whole, they keep saying Ash doesn't care about money. Again, there are MLMs out here that do like what I refer to as international pricing. I don't know what it's actually called. I should probably go find out. But it's, so in a place like Chad, for example, if you were preying on them, which most people don't, you know, the product would be at the cost of what, like, you know, it would go with their cost of living. So they might pay like, even though people in the US are paying, let's say $100 for the Oak Connect, for them in Chad, it would be like 50 cents, you know? And a lot of companies do that in these places. And Ash Mufareh is not doing that. So it's extra aggravating because it's like, no, you want them to pay 97 US and then immediately drop 250 US. But you're doing presentations about how the minimum wage there is $80 US. Do you not understand that that's ridiculous? And they're like, well, they just have to sign up their whole country and then they'll be fine. It's like, that's not even a thing. I'm sorry that my it's contagious. If they cared, Marty and Chris would donate their YouTube earnings and stop talking about the scam, right? Then that's what I mean. They don't do anything now to help anyone anywhere and never have. So, like, what? It's all just so that they can trick people to go into this scam, because since they can't sell products, they have to sell saving humanity, is basically what this is. Mr. Level, I believe you. I'm sure you definitely have. And I know that you're also very well traveled. And when you're very well traveled, that you do see it. You know, it's like, this is what they're not even well traveled. Like, it's like they've never seen this. It's like, come on. Shame on you, Chris and Marty, scamming people from one of the poorest nations in the world. It's literally, like, you're absolutely right. It's literally one of the poorest countries. Like, it's like, when I say they're literally going into the poorest places in the world to have them buy these products and promising them they're going to fix all their problems with the products, they really are. They really are. They're like, oh yeah, you thought Haiti was bad? Well, just wait, queen. Hold my beer. You know, it's just, it's so much. It's so much. It'll take them about 20 months to save $5 per month and purchase 1 month of O Connect, and then hope they could get 3 other Chadians to also purchase it under them to get it free. Then they need to get more people to buy that month to make a commission. It's like, okay, I can't even do this and make the commission where I live with what the cost of living is here and what the wages are here. But now you want to go into Chad? Lord. Like, read the room. And what's upsetting is they're like, oh, people are asking us to do these. So you've already gotten some people there to sign up? What the fuck is wrong with you? How did you talk them? And it's like, same with like these places in the Middle East and stuff. And they're like, oh, it's 3 months worth of pay. And I'm like, I don't even know how you got anyone to agree to this. I definitely couldn't hand over 3 months worth of pay to something like this. And like, I am very privileged compared to most of these countries. So it's like, if I can't do this, how, like, what are you even doing? Like, how do you expect that from anybody? And it's not even about just them purchasing it, as you're pointing out. Then they also have to get other people around them to do it. And it's like, I don't know how many people in chat are going to be able to sign up. So let's get into this. It's called Empower, Inspire, Achieve. And the only thing that they managed to empower me with is anger. And they inspired me to want to hurt something. And they basically achieved that I am like the most pissed off I have ever been on the internet in my entire life right now. But I don't think I have been this mad in a long time. That's what they've empowered, inspired, and achieved so far today. So good luck, guys.
Hello, everybody. Here we are. It is a whopping 11 degrees out here in New Jersey. It was down to 9. Yeah, that's Fahrenheit, by the way.
Cold.
Oh, you're about the same temperature, right?
Yeah, give or take a degree. It's cold. It's definitely cold out, that's for sure.
Anyway, we have some stuff to talk about as usual. Maybe I'll let Chris go first. You want to go first, Chris?
We have some stuff to talk about as usual. Yeah, you don't have anything to talk about like ever. It's just the same thing over and over again. And then you keep seeing how low you can go by making illegal income claims. Like, it's almost like you want to go lower and lower and lower.
I can go first. Yeah, definitely I can go first. Good morning. Good morning, my brother Marty.
Yep.
I love you even when you hate me. Good morning, everyone out there. I love all of you. I'm hoping you don't hate me. Let me kick on my notes here. I want to do birthdays real quick here. Not quick, but I want to get them out there. Dev Rye, happy birthday. Matt Stewart, happy birthday. Joy Arkachi, happy birthday. Charlotte Stevens, happy birthday. Lekin Singe Kuntai, happy birthday. Frank Manna, I work with Frank, happy birthday. And my Aunt April, happy birthday to you, Auntie. Ashley Lynn Robillard, happy birthday. And Rebecca Palin Stemler, happy birthday to you.
What are you going to do when you sign up the whole world, allegedly? Are you going to still be doing these daily birthdays?
A lot of people say, a couple people that, why do you always do birthdays?
They'll be like, all right, Chris, time to do the birthdays. And it'll be Chris just sitting here for 6 hours reading off people's names for their birthday.
Well, I do them because I think it makes people feel good. And if you don't want me to say your birthday, I won't. But you got to request that because I look at them on Facebook. So
you're right, Chris. On my birthday, nobody else is making me feel good. And I really just need Chris Johnson from the Onpassive Pyramid Scheme to do a webinar and wish me happy birthday. Like, I cannot celebrate my birthday with my friends and my family until you wish me a happy birthday and make me happy. Until that, on my birthday, I'm just pissed like I am right now. I'm just awful mood.
And I do get a lot of people sending to me. Reminders before I get into the prayers. Yep, the 25th of January is when all the planets are lining up. I think 7 or 8 planets.
Oh, my Lord.
And you should be able to see them by the naked eye. I did post something on my Facebook. I'll repost it. That actually gives you a time when you can see it. I guess you can't see the farthest too, which I think is really cool. It's a once in a lifetime thing that you can see it. So that is on Saturday. Also, a definite reminder for Sunday, the 26th. He's already killing me. It is my brother, Marty DeGarmo's birthday. I believe he'll be 65, Marty, is it, or 4? What is it? Give me the look. He's such a dink. Anyway, start wishing him happy birthday. We all love this when it happens, but I especially like doing it to him. So prayer, lots of birthday wishes for Marty all day long, starting yesterday.
Like, I don't know. I'm with you. I'm like, I don't know how these people sleep at night. Nothing. It's angering to me. Uncaring and unfeeling, selfish bitches, Ella says. It's the equivalent of seeing homeless people on the street and stealing their sleeping bag. Oh, no, Ella. Chris sees a homeless person on the street sleeping under a bridge, and he goes up to him and says, I'm going to save your life, brother. I'm going to give you an on-passive position, and all you have to do is come up with $250 to pay for O-Connect. Aren't I a great dude? And then he records it and then puts it on the internet and then tells other people to go search out homeless people to do that with. That's what he does. So, I mean, pretty much the same thing as what you're saying.
Today, I got a late prayer from Jeanette and Jared.
Just what Violet says. We're selling them technology products that they need the internet for. It's stupid.
Muller, one of our, I would say up there in the age of the oldest founders, not knocking them. They're wonderful people. Janet, I think either last night or this morning is having some pretty big back surgery. And Jared has been fighting a lot of things, and he's got another surgery coming up in a week. So let's get some prayers out for them. And I think
I'm not trying to be rude, but like, this is what happens when you prey on elderly people. Like, a lot of people in Onpassive have passed away. And it's like, well, yeah, because they were actually getting people on their deathbeds to sign up. And no, I'm not trying to do a pun. I'm not doing a joke. I actually mean they were asking people on their deathbeds to sign up for this to help the future generations. Just like they tell mothers to sign up their unborn children and pay for an account back when you could. So, like, a bunch of people were in the hospital and signed up for this. This company looks for the most vulnerable people.
I got that one at 12:30 or 1 o'clock this morning. I want to do this one. And this is to a lot of people that don't know. This is a special prayer out from myself and Marty for we mess with her all the time. Minnow Miller or Minnow Miller, however you want to say it. She's having some serious neck issues. And of course, she's a lot like me, where she wants to put others.
See, there's this expression, right? If you can't help them, then don't hurt them. Yeah, John? Why you got Bruce on there in his hospital bed all the time then, even today? The guy's almost 95 years old. He's literally in the hospital streaming. Why you sign him up? I've put it on my screen a few times. Except, you know what? I give the man more dignity than you do because I've actually fast-forwarded him. Because I refuse. Oh, okay, sorry. He's in a hospital bed at home. Sorry, guys. I made a huge big boo-boo, guys. I made a huge big boo-boo. The hospital bed is actually in his home. Because instead of going in the hospital, he's decided to go from his home. So I guess that makes it okay, right, John? That makes it okay. right? But sorry, silly me. How dare I?
First, but I want to put her first today because it's really been affecting her. Both me and Marty want to definitely put out to say some prayers for Mino. It's no fun having a sore neck at any age, but
it's Minu.
I know. Okay, Minu, Mino, Mano, Hano, Jono, Wano. I'm going to call her something, but prayers for you with all those M names, Minu. We love you.
Lord.
We appreciate all the hard work that you do for us, and it's a lot. Minu goes above and beyond just about every single day. Okay, there's Gene. Minu. All right, Gene, I got it. But Mino, we're praying for you, and we want to thank you every day for all the stuff you do. Even though you drive me crazy sometimes, but I love you with all my heart, sister. You know that. So big prayers for Minu. Again, Zach tomorrow has got his appointment for his blood clot. Let's hope that
it doesn't matter if he has control of his faculties or not. What kind of person do you have to be to convince an elderly man that barely even goes on the internet that he needs to pay money into a company and buy an O-Connect when he's literally in a hospital bed in his home waiting to go to the other side that you all believe in? What could he need that for? And then how do you people not also understand the time sensitivity of these people? Like, then what, is he supposed to wait another 10 years for this to launch? He's never going to see it, John. He's not going to be with us for much longer. And instead of him spending time with his family, he's on webinars all day long with you guys who don't care about him because you don't care about anything but getting his money right now. What the hell does he need O-Connect for? On your last days, are you going to be on webinars with people instead of with your family? Like, it's disgusting. You got to have a brain and go, this person doesn't need this. This is the last thing that this person needs. Maybe I shouldn't bug them with it, you know? Same with like the people in Haiti. Same with the people in Chad. And all the other places in Africa that you're preying on. Not to mention all the places in the Middle East. Like, what do they need this shit for? They don't. They're facing mortality rates with their babies. Women don't have rights there. And you think that their biggest issue is that they don't have their own bedroom with an internet connection? It's ridiculous.
They get that straightened out. Zach is a postal carrier worker, and he walks a lot, so it can't be no fun to have one of those in your leg and walk like that, especially in this cold. Again, praying for Lena.
If you cared about that, man, you would say, you know what, Bruce, I'm really sorry. Ash Mufareh took all of us. Onpassive is about to shut down, and he's about to start up a new scam because Onpassive is officially dead now. And you know what? Instead of you talking to us every day, I really do think that you should just get off here and go spend time with your family and you're in real life friends while you're still with us. Take care. I wish you all the best. That's what you would do. That's what you would do if you care about it. But I bet you that's not what you're doing. Instead, you're taking up his time every day to talk about this. And he doesn't have much time left. And if you think that you're the only people that love him, that's insulting.
Our family, California fires, I think, still going on. Pray for those men and women, anyone that's affected out there. Dixie Crabtree's brother, Darren, absolutely praying for you, for your recovery. Mary and Oliver, Aguilar, we're praying for you. Harold Fox, Mark Olson, we're praying for you. Dave Roseski, Cindy Hopkins, David Switzer and his brother fighting cancer. Pat Perrin with her breathing issues. Baby Zoe, baby Cam. I think
I
they're
thought you guys were
doing a lot
helping
better.
Pat Perrin with her breathing issues too. Like, what are you doing for that? Did you get her oxygen tank like you promised? Or are we just doing prayers every day for her breathing issues and that's how we're helping?
Joyce and Melvin, and if you guys have updates, send them to me so I can repost and get some updates. Joyce and Melvin, Robin and her family also going through cancer. Let's pray for them. Anyone that's going through cancer. I might not know about it, but I do silent prayers all day long to help people with that.
Pray for everyone.
Red and James mothers fighting a brain tumor and Alzheimer's. We're praying for you. Chloe and Julie with the also with another brain tumor and a lot of stress that they go through. We're praying that.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Marty is sick enough to do his financial report on Israel now that the hostages have been released. Yeah. Marty would just see that and go, oh, now they can sign up for O Connect.
That all goes away. My PNG family, Ash Mufareh, his mother-in-law, his family. I believe he texted us yesterday, and I'm not sure if he was talking to me or Marty, or he said his family were all kind of hope he doesn't get it. So his family might be under the weather like I had. So say some prayers for not just his family, but all the families. But I got a lot of respect for that man and his family. So if they are sick, I'm
pretty sure I caught that RSV virus. And so did my family, but luckily the husband and daughter didn't get as sick as I did because I was the first one with it this time. But Lord, I couldn't breathe for like 3 weeks. I was having trouble breathing. I'm still like wheezing a little bit sometimes. And again, that's like dangerous for me because I have breathing issues already. Like I almost died of pneumonia on my 9th birthday because my lungs filled with fluid, and like I already have an issue with my lungs filling with fluid. So, just it has not been a fun time. So I hope that nobody gets that. I've had it. It's not very nice. That's what seems to be going around this year.
Pray extra hard just for them. Marty DeGarmo's family, his daughter Ashley, his son Zach, Marty. Dawn DeGarmo, who I love with all my heart. Big shout out for Dawn. She's an amazing lady. I think someday when you get to meet Marty, you're going to have more fun when you meet Dawn because she is a riot. She's a lot of fun. And he knows it. And definitely you can throw some prayers my way. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Still have the cough, still have the congestion, but I'm getting there. Real quick, before I hand this over to Marty, I want you to understand something. In this journey or this story, every story or journey has a beginning, it has a middle, and it has an end. And I was thinking about this morning. In this journey or this story, we have a beginning. I think we have a middle.
I don't think there's an end. I'm starting to think this will go on forever. I'll just have to be reporting illegal income claims every day for the rest of my life.
And then we don't have an end. I think it's just nonstop. Unlimited. That's the word I'm going to use. We have a beginning, a middle, and unlimited. So I don't believe in my heart that this is ever going to stop. We know that Brother Ash is working around the clock for a lot of issues. How
do you know that? How do you know that? Because he tells you that? You don't have a tech team. You don't have any offices. Like, where do you get the idea that he's working doing anything? He's having Julie ask people what features they want in O Connect. Because, O Connect is done already. Like, come on.
Not bad issues, but good issues, making sure everything is working tip-top shape. I think that when I say prayers for that guy, ask God to give him lots of wisdom, not just for him and his wife and his kids, but his amazing teams that's doing phenomenal jobs for us. And no, you haven't seen it yet, but yes, you will. And I think that when you do see it, you are going to go a little crazy because you're going to understand what he's been doing. I think the biggest thing here is, every day we get the same question. Where's Ash? Where's Ash? Funniest one I got. Now I got to say this because I laughed.
Well, to be fair, Sam, they're probably a lot stronger than we are. Because when you have to go through shit, you tend to get strong real quick.
Indian YouTuber put out that Mr. Ash Mufareh was at presidential inauguration, whatever that word is. And no, that's not true. He was not there. So I get some pretty funny ones
that works every day
that are sent to me. But no, guys, that's not true. I think if he was there, we would all known about it. We would have been blowing that up out of the water. But
what?
Ash Mufareh is in Florida. Oh wait, what did that say about Peter? He got a bladder infection. Find that one, Marty.
Yeah, he can't leave Florida right now. Well, he can't leave the U.S. Sorry, I'm not sure if it is he can't leave the state, but it's not like he can go elsewhere. That's what happens when you're getting sued by the SEC. And people don't seem to understand, like, the SEC is basically the government being like, you have sued this country enough. Stop this. Like, you are taking everything from this place. Stop. That's what they're saying. So it's like Ash was on their radar for a bit.
Ash Mufareh is in Orlando, Florida. He's working his brains off for all of us, not just from the beginning.
Well, the Orlando, Florida office is a P.O. box, and then it's a room in his house. So are you telling me that the tech team has moved into Ash Mufareh's house? Random men just moving into his home, putting his kids in danger? Because that wouldn't be very good. I think we should definitely do something if that's what's happening. I'm just saying. Did someone say he was a guest at the inauguration? Yeah, they were like joking. And then he was like, yeah, ha, 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 ha. No, he's in Florida. And it's like, I don't know why. Salon says, I'm a bit of a Chad myself, but nobody's preying on me.
Middle, but to the undying end, it's never going to come because it's just going to keep going. Oh, good, Peter. I'm glad to hear that. We're still praying for you, Pete. I don't always say your name, but we're praying for you. But man, reach down deep, guys. A lot of people, it's that time of year. People are getting the flu, the colds.
Yeah.
Any new virus that pops up these days, people are catching it. So when people ask, you talk more about prayers than Onpassive. No. This company's all about praying for people and helping people out. It's one thing that I've talked to Brother Ash about many times. He loves it because he's the same way. He believes in talking up there to God and asking for help and assistance and everything that we do. That's what this company is all about. It's something that's going to help everyone, even people that don't necessarily believe right now. And I get it. I think we all get it. But the truth and the fact is that it started. It's not going to.
Honestly, people that are really elderly, for some reason, they tell us all of their bodily functions. I used to volunteer a lot with the elderly, and for some reason, they'd always tell me about their bowel movements and stuff, and I'd just be like, "Oh, okay, thank you so much for that information. That was great." Like, I'd go to sit down and talk to one for a little while, and just hang out, and she'd be like, "Oh, I've had such a rough day today. I had diarrhea 3 times this morning," and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, no, that sucks." It's a thing amongst the elderly, but I do agree that there's too much information being shared here. And again, it's this whole thing about let people have some dignity. It's like the same with when they were like, oh, somebody told me about their ailment and asked me not to tell anyone, but I'm going to now blast it on my stream and tell all of you to pray. It's like, maybe they didn't want you to say it publicly, but here we are. Now we're all praying for Peter Rogers' bladder infection, like, but I can't tell if it's just because a lot of them are elderly, so they're just so used to giving up this information, and then mixed in with the way that this cult has formed and they all call each other family and claim to be all so close. It's kind of inevitable that you're going to have elderly people talking about TMI stuff, and apparently a lot of people praying for it. As we see here, this is what happens, I guess. Could Brother Ash ask God to help him find a payment processor? Yeah, right? Like, let's start there first. And then we'll worry about saving the people in like Haiti and Chad,
Stop. And it's going to keep going for all of us, not just for a selected few, like you always hear the stories that all these guys talk about MLMs that, one or two people at the top made all the money and the rest of us just threw in the money and we didn't get nowhere. Totally different company.
Chris, I know you claim you've never been in an MLM before, so maybe you're not aware of this, but all of them, all like 18 million of them in the US, all claim that they are the one that you make the money in. And it's all the other ones that you don't make the money in. So when you sit here and you make these statements about how you're not like other MLMs, because in MLMs, people only make 1% of the money, only 1% make money. Oh, everyone's going to make money. You are exactly like every other MLM. Cookie cutter bitches. All of them. Okay? And it's like every MLM Monday, it reminds us of that. Because I'll be covering other MLMs. And everyone will be in my chat going, oh my God, this is exactly like Onpassive. Oh my God, the people of Onpassive do this. And I constantly have to go, yeah, spoiler. They all do this. It's all the same. All of it. It's just yours, if anything, is worse, as I keep pointing out. Because most MLMs don't lead people on for 6 years after they bought in with nothing. We usually see that with pyramid schemes. Except even with the pyramid schemes I've covered, they usually pay out a few times before it starts to dry up. And this one just like started, everyone bought in, and then it's just been paused. Like it's almost like time froze for it. And then it just keeps going, So you're technically worse. But in terms of your little speeches that you give and how much people will make money here, no. All that's the exact same. Only 1% will make money. It's the business model that creates that. Your business model is an MLM business model. You are not becoming an actual corporate company. You want to have distributors. So the second that you basically say, yep, that's what I want to do with this company, you're basically signing a contract saying only 1% of people in my company will make money. Why do you think companies do it, Chris? Imagine running a company and you got all these people that want to work for you for basically pennies. So you don't got to pay anyone. Only 1% of people got to get paid that work for you. Lord. And it's frustrating because all of our countries are just like, that's a great idea. And it's like, yeah, no, slave labor. Legal slave labor is awesome. Yeah, no, we should definitely have more of that in our world. Yeah, make more MLMs,
Totally uniquely differently. Everything is going to happen for a reason for all of us not for some of us. I believe anyone that got in from 6 years ago until 2.5 years ago. Now, it might take a little bit longer to the people that got in the end, but it's all going to happen. And I look at it this way. If right now, if I just retired, which I retired 6 or 7 years ago, if I retired today and I knew the company was going to take off here very soon, and I had to wait a year, all right, a year, and I'm giving, that's a hypothetical, 1 year, to understand that everything in 1 year that I worked 32 years for can happen.
Yeah, but the thing about that, Chris, is that they do have an auto ship. They just don't call it an auto ship. But if you're not buying OConnect, then you don't get paid. And if you're forcing people to pay to play, that also makes it an MLM, and it's still an auto ship, right? Because I bet you there will be a way for that money to automatically come out of their account every month for OConnect. So Marty seems to think that it's an MLM only if you get a product in your hands that ends up in your garage with an auto ship. No. It counts with software that automatically comes out of your account when the payments due. If you are paying for a software and you have to make a payment on it at a specific time and you have to buy it in order to start your business, it's an auto ship. See, sometimes Marty and Chris just don't understand the actual definition of words. And this is why sometimes I do presentations where I know my audience is probably like, Queen, I know all this information. I'm not a moron. And I'm like, oh, don't worry, sweetie. I know. I'm not talking to you. It's never put in dumber terms for you guys. It's put in dumber terms for me to explain it to like these guys. And that's why sometimes my slideshow presentations are like, okay, so now we're going to define this word. It's like, they just don't know what they mean, you know? Chris and Marty, how on earth is this stream supposed to empower and inspire people to achieve in business? It's all gobbledygook nonsense. I know, it's like they think they're giving motivational speeches by telling us how great Ash is and how wonderful everything will be in the future. I think John has had to leave the chat as he has an appointment with his probation officer. They all say they don't have an auto ship, but then they have a loyalty club or something else that is an auto ship. Exactly. It's the same as we used to think that all MLMs used to have to buy a starter kit. Right? You have to buy a starter kit, but now we're realizing that a lot of MLMs, they don't do the starter kit thing. What they do instead of is it's like, again, pay to play. Like, no, you actually have to buy this product. And so, you know, they keep trying to find loopholes in the laws, rules, regulations. And then our community has to keep on trying to figure out how to stay on top of it. It's basically what's happening. Oh, John Barilla can't take much. He comes in all hot and furious and then he leaves with his tail between his legs.
Which Marty will show you on these videos he's been showing out. It's worth the wait.
No.
I think everything's worth the wait. If you believe in something.
How is Marty's videos proving that this is worth the wait? They're the same, as Ella said, gobbledygook that you talk every single fucking day, just in like AI video form. It's not proof of anything. It's just more words. More of these motivational, I don't even want to call them speeches. It's like motivational paragraphs strung together. Like, but none of them are actually motivational. It's just all kissing Ash's ass. And I don't even think you're doing it for them half the time. I think you're just doing it in hopes he watches this and goes, oh, wow, they really like sucking up to me. I'll be real nice to them.
And you know how good it is and what it's going to do for you? It's worth the wait. Challenges, we all have challenges in our life as far as bills, health, everything. We just have to stand strong and stand tall sometimes. Every great person in this world that's created something stood tall and they stood strong against anything that came at them. Why? Because they believed in it. Ash Mufareh has got 100% belief, not only just what this company is going to do, but for all of us. My return favor, Marty's return favor is we're going to stand tall right next to you. We're going to spread the good word about what this company is going to do. Actually, Ivy Mix, I forgot if we were going to do that, showed a very good video. Theta King, if you remember, we were showing Ivy Mix. Theta King had bought a bunch of these bags that they send the stuff to. She showed us a video today. I don't know if Marty can still show it. He's probably thinking about it because we almost forgot about it. Of a village, a real village that this stuff went to. Again, Theta and Ivy, thank you very much. Ivy City, I think they call Ivy Mix City. This is a real place where people really live.
I can play it now while you're talking.
Yeah, why don't you play it now? And I want you to understand where you're at now and where these people are at. I want you to think about it. Go ahead, Marty.
Oh, my God.
Ivy Mix.
Why?
We are coming to do God's assignment very soon.
I really want to fast forward it because I'm like, I don't want to show this. I feel like these people are victims enough. Like, they don't also need to be victims of the scam, you know? But it's like, we need to see this. These are the people that they want to pay $97 US to buy in and then pay $250 US for O Connect. Because remember, in everyone's minds in Onpassive, we lie about O Connect now only being $75 in the future. So they're doing this thinking, oh yeah, they'll definitely pay the $250 a month. Like, it's ridiculous. That's what it is, basically. I don't know why.
That's what I'm talking about, guys. Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Ivy. Thank you, Theta. This is where people live. Okay, me, I walk out my door. I've got brick houses, shingled.
And see, but here's the thing. When actual charities do this, and they show this kind of thing, they usually also show them helping at some point in the video. It's not just to be like, look at this, come donate. But even when it is, at least it's usually for a good cause. Now, yeah, there's some charities out there, and we could definitely get into that in the future, about charities that are fucking awful, and then you could tell it all goes to the CEO, and he lives in a giant mansion. And you know, there's a lot that goes on with that we can get into. But for the most part, the point is, like, I'm showing you this because I'm doing a call to action, right? I'm doing a call to action. This is what's going on there. And it is important to know what's going on in the world. And it is important to understand that you live better than other countries and all of that. That's good to have, right? Like, you should understand that. But it's always for a call to action. This isn't really a call to action to help them. This is a call to action to join Onpassive because they're claiming that that will help them. And it's like, there's no direct help going to this community. Now, this is an Ivy Mix City video. And we just spoke about Ivy Mix City and looked into what she's doing. And even that was a little iffy for me. But I was like, at least she is sending clothes and stuff. So she recorded that for her Ivy Mix mission. And now they're taking it and putting it over here. And that, to me, makes the Ivy Mix mission not as great. If they're going to be using Onpassive, you know, she should have just kept doing her damn mission. There's no call to action to help anyone here. It's, look at these people. This is how people live. Don't complain. That gets brought up. Don't complain about your situation because look at them. Just keep waiting around. We're going to help these people. But you have to stay in this thing and keep waiting around and be willing to pay so that we can. That's the call to action here. And I think that makes it more disgusting, you know? Is this footage that Chris and Marty are showing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it comes from the Ivy Mix City. Because she goes into places and sends clothes. And then they give out the clothes and they record it for her. And then she'll post that up. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure why this particular one got shown. Or recorded. I just know about the one with the clothes that we went and watched, and there's been a couple other ones where they're bringing food in. I don't know what the point of this one was, to show the living conditions, but instead of them seeing that and going, they need help with living conditions and other things, they don't need technology. They've seen this and gone, they need technology. You know?
Roofs, what did you see there? You seen basically cloth roofs, cloth sides. Matter of fact, I even know one of the big billboard sign companies. At the end of the year, when their billboards were done, they would actually send those big billboards, and they're huge, by the way, to places like this for roofing and shelter, stuff like that. So when you ask yourself, how bad is your life? And I'm not saying, see, those individuals have lived that way their whole life. But don't you think we can make it a little bit better? Ivy Mix Theater King, they made it a little bit better. But guess what? We're going to make it a lot better. I know there's different parts of the world, and some people live in clay huts, straw. We just want to make it better for people. Okay, you see that child laying in an open little bed there, which is fine and dandy, but I would really like to see the kid in a nice bed in a private room, you know, with some internet access. But
Chris, in that area, okay, you know what? Let's pause this for a second. In that area, okay, people are often not living into their teenage years. That little boy isn't in that bed going, I really wish that I had a Wi-Fi connection right now. Okay? Or even, I really wish I had a bed to sleep in. That little boy's problems are so much more worse than that, that's the least of his worries. It's like he needs access to food, water, health care, education. In areas like that, children are lucky if they get 5 years of education in their life. The fuck is he going to do with Wi-Fi? Oh, what? Go to Academy and get education? Like, just Think about it.
That's life, guys, as we know it, but we don't see it. So, Ivy, thank you again for showing that, because I think people need to see this stuff sometimes. You can go on any YouTube channel and look for poverty-stricken areas or how people actually live. And it's a good thing to look at that, because then you'll understand how powerful this company is going to be. Marty, I believe that's all I got. Back to you, brother.
It's a good thing to look at that so that you will see how powerful this company is going to be. That's why that video was shown. That video doesn't show your company helping that community, but we needed to see it to understand what your company was going to do. How does that even make any fucking sense? And this is what I mean. It, like Ivy Mix showing us people handing out clothes there. At least that was some help given that was being shown. What is your company doing for those people today that would make me watch that video and go, oh yeah, I should definitely join this company? You're just sitting here pleading with people that there's people that live like that. So because of that, we have to join this? These things don't connect. Especially when your CEO pocketed $108 million and then said that he deserved that as his payment. So it was also fine and dandy. Like, what do you mean? We needed to see that video to know what your company would do. You're not even allowed to show me a video of the back fucking office. But you want to show me a video of kids starving in beds in Africa to show me what your company will do? Fuck off. Seriously. Fuck right the hell off.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, Ivy, all of you that do these kind of things is amazing. That's only, and we haven't even,
all of you that do them. Because the two of you haven't done shit. But you were both making $8,000 to be Ash's lip service in this thing a month. And you got no problem flashing it and exploiting it on your screen to try to manipulate people into joining your scam underneath you. But I bet you're not even going to donate $10 to that by the end of this month. So yeah, it's great what people do to help people, but also remember that as they're helping people, you two are sitting here every day talking about how nobody does a thing out here to help anyone. And it will only be Ash Mufareh that helps people. And he's the only man that cares about these people. So which one is it? Again, you shit on the people that help these areas. You claim that the people that help them are only doing it for the money. So is Ivy Mix only doing it for the money? Because Ivy Mix City isn't Onpassive. And according to you, unless it's Ash Mufareh doing it, it's for nefarious reasons. But again, you're not doing nothing.
Haven't even started bless yet. This is going to be fun. So, because the motto of the go ahead.
And sorry, Marty. And I want to say, Williams of Seeds Academy, he sent me yesterday. If you remember when we started with a tin roof, he said, Chris, I have a pregnant woman. She's homeless. They built her a small house. She was pregnant. That kid, his name is Derek now. He sent me pictures. I posted on my Facebook. This is the good that you all did without making a dime. This is what Ash Mufareh wants. making a difference. Now, we're going to make a lot of dimes in the future, but this is what he's talking about, making a difference in people's lives. Over 400 kids in the Seeds Academy School are changed because of the efforts and the beautiful hearts you have for helping these people out. So I pray to God for people like Williams, like Ivy Mix, Theta King, that are out there pushing themselves, find better ways to help people. That's what this company is all about. Okay, Marty, back to you.
Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. As the company, Mr. Mufareh said from the very beginning, you know, fill your pocket.
What does Ivy Mix City have to do with Ash? Ash has nothing to do with her Ivy Mix City. It's just funny that Ivy Mix has officially done more to help people than Ash has. And Ash is the one whose praises you sing every day. I just find that ironic. But now you're trying to act like, are you saying that Ivy Mix only did this because of Onpassive? Because we looked into her history, and to be fair, it did look like she was trying to help the people there for a while. So I don't know if that's a fair thing to say. But yeah, okay, I guess Ivy Mix is only helping people because Ash Mufareh. Yeah, sure, let's minimize what she's done.
Pockets take care of what you need, and then let's together start uplifting humanity. Yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, and I did a video, but obviously I couldn't get it done in time. I'm going to play it now. It's very short, kind of a tribute to him, and I'll play it right now.
A tribute to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh, no.
In the heart of a divided America, one man rose with a vision, a dream that united people across lines of race.
I swear to God, if you try to say that Ash Mufareh's vision is anything like the vision that Martin Luther King Jr. had, or you try to compare Ash to Martin Luther King Jr. in any way, I might actually blow my fucking top. Like, do not do that, Marty. Don't do that. I'm going to keep playing this video, but I swear to the God you believe it. That might just make me blow my top. And we haven't even gotten to Chad yet.
Creed and color. That man was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. King taught us that nonviolence is not just a strategy, but a way of life. Through his leadership, the civil rights movement became a beacon of hope for the oppressed and a call to action for the just. He faced threats, arrests, and violence, yet never wavered.
Oh my God.
His courage showed the world that love can overpower hate and justice can prevail over oppression. Dr. King's dream lives on today in every act of kindness, every voice raised for equality, and every step taken toward justice. Dr. King reminded us that the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. Let us honor his legacy by continuing the work he began together.
Well, for fuck's sake.
Thank you, Dr. King.
Okay. Well, I mean, it was loosely implied, but so far it wasn't actually said.
Anyway, I wish I could have had that yesterday. I did, but it was late. So anyway, today, as you know, we've been going to different countries, and I try to do many of them in a row so I can have them ready. But man, I can't ever remember where I left off. But today we're going to go to Chad. Okay. After I play these videos,
I'll never forget. I'll never forget that, man. Never.
Most of these come out at noon sometime during the week. It used to be the day I played them, but I have so many of them, and then I added stuff. So anyway, they're for the next all the way till I think the 26th, 27th, I have something lined up. So today, let's go to Chad. I hope this gives you some info what's going on there. It's good for people that live there and people that live maybe here.
Yes, because the people that live there need you to explain to them what's going on there, Marty. Holy fuck, I'm gonna snap.
Or UK or Canada that represent people from Chad. It's good to know it's good to know your people around the world, because if you look at the news, they only have bad news, but people in general want the same thing for each other. So
What?
here we go to Chad. Hello, everybody.
Are you saying that Chad only has bad news? What is I'm okay, whatever. I don't know what you meant by that.
Doing Chad today for our Chad brothers and sisters out there, people that are in our business and people that are coming to our business. And I just want to show you hypothetically what impact building your business could have in comparison to incomes that people from Chad are used to making. Now, some people make more and more, some make more, some make less. This is an average. The average income monthly in Chad, and their currency is XAF.
Marty. Oh, Central African CFA franc. Okay? Okay? Thank you.
Monthly is 136 XAF. Monthly compared to US dollar, $213. Yearly, 1,632,000 XAF, which is equal to
oh my God,
$2,556 a year.
Yeah.
Then it breaks down difference in average and median and minimum wage. So,
oh my God.
Hypothetical numbers. Here's what I'm doing. Let's say the company's going to have many, many products. They will be above market value. They will be AI.
Yeah, Marty, and you seem to think that the average income there, according to you, is $213 US. And you want them to pay $143 a month for the O Connect, and then you think that they're going to have money left over for other products? I guess they don't need to pay to live, right? I guess in your mind, they just have hut houses, so, they don't got to pay rent, and I guess they don't have to pay electricity, huh? In a lot of the area, yeah. So, I guess that's a utility bill they don't have. I'm sure you X that off of your list of things that they need to live. I mean, they don't need food because they don't have access to much food. So I guess you're putting, $10 US away every month for them to buy food with? And I guess that's how they're going to do that? Is that how you're breaking that down in your head?
They will be user friendly. Anybody can do it. Our grandmother, our grandfather, younger people. No joke. I'm 65. It'll be user friendly. Like I said, above market value, in high demand. Doesn't make sense to sell something that nobody wants. These products are products that are out there already. The company's not reinventing the wheel. They're just making it so they're making a better wheel. Okay.
Nobody wants to sell products that they don't want. Imagine you're in an area full of poverty and war. You don't have access to running water or electricity. And this asshole tells you that he wants you to buy into his pyramid scheme, but don't worry. He's not trying to sell you something that you don't want. Just if I was in Chad and I somehow managed to watch this, I would break whatever device I had in front of me. I almost wanted to throw my computer across the room when I was watching this earlier. I was like, oh my God, I think I've had enough. Like, I can't in my mind. Just like, where are you, Marty? What the fuck are you thinking? How do you even do this presentation at all? Like, I think it's almost like, do you not like make the chart and then just kind of sit back and go, oh shit, that won't work out. People can't afford this there. Like, and maybe give it a second thought. You're just full speed ahead. Like, no, this is a great idea. I don't understand. So many times that you could have stopped yourself from doing this. You made so many bad choices to get to this point. Not one time along the way where you like, this is really predatory and extremely manipulative. And it's like just endless examples of that in this stream. And not one time did you stop, rethink a second. Thank you, little Miss Lulu, for being a member for 3 months. I am glad that you love being here. We love having you.
In my opinion, and you can find out for free. Just check it out. If you're getting a better deal, above market value, more functions, user.
Marty, how the fuck are they supposed to check it out? Do they go to their private bedroom with Wi-Fi?
Friendly at an extremely great value. And if you want to, if you share it, you can make a commission. Boom, 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 boom. So we have some affiliates that live in Chad.
Yeah, no, they could just sell to the other people in Chad and make a commission. Boom, bada boom. Yep, no. Just easy. And then all of their country's problems are solved. The Republic of Chad will just, they'll be prosperous. They don't need to sell petroleum anymore. Fuck it. They'll just sell the O-Connect.
And this is what the average income is. So I want to show you. Let's use a hypothetical. Let's say product A, doesn't matter what it is. It's a conferencing, video conferencing platform. Costs $100 a month. And the company says, we're going to pay you 25% commission on every sale.
Marty, the fucking minimum wage on your screen isn't even that amount. You fucking idiot. You're literally looking at the reason why that won't work here. Like the gymnastics that must go on in your head to think that this presentation is okay. I'm convinced there's nothing between those ears. It's just that fucking monkey going with the cymbals. That's all that's there. Not a fucking thought. Only I love Mr. Ash Mufareh playing on repeat. Like, yeah, Marty, I know they'll be able to pay $100 a month. Sure, that's all they gotta do.
Awesome. And you're saying sale, I got to get my friends and family. No, let that go.
I'm gonna sign up my whole friends and family. Everyone in Chad. The whole place.
In this company, you can purchase AI targeted traffic.
Yeah, when I'm in Chad. And I again don't have access to food, running water, and maybe even shelter when a natural disaster comes. I don't need food either. All I need is AI and targeted traffic. That will just solve all my problems. Yep, for sure.
Which is through the roof, unbelievable technology. Okay. It's AI induced with machine learning. It's beautiful. It makes you a top-notch marketer without being a top-notch marketer. And that's what holds most people back. So anyway, hypothetically, in this situation from Chad, if you only had 9 customers, I don't care if they're a customer, an affiliate, whatever, 9 customers purchased product A, you would get 9 times $25 commission, because 25% of 100 is $25. That's $225. There it is right there, monthly, $213.
Oh my God. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
A little higher, rounded up. 9 sales. And you could match the income you're making now. And by the way, this company, it doesn't matter where you're from. I don't care if you're from Tibet, United States, Canada, to Australia, Vietnam, to Singapore. It doesn't matter.
It does,
It
though.
pays what it pays. What I get, you get.
It does matter, though. It does matter. You have to understand that some of us are able to buy these products because we have a completely different situation. And then there's countries that will not be able to buy this product because it costs more than they make. It's like, how do you not understand this? How?
So just picture one
How do
sale.
you not understand that not everybody is given the same chance? I don't get it. I don't get it.
$25. If you're making $213, $25 is a big, big increase. That's 10%. Now let's do 20%. 20% would be, hold on, clear. Let's say 2 sales would be 50.
Oh my
Not 2
God.
sales. It's such a low number. I'm trying to figure out how to say it. 10% would be 1 sale. 20% would be 2 sales. 40% would be 4 sales. 4 sales
What?
times $25, obviously, $100. That's half
What?
of the average income with 4 sales. And when you have targeted traffic, AI targeted traffic, you purchase it, boom, there it is. It's amazing. I love this. This company, for me, my opinion, is a trickle up economics. It builds from the bottom up. Now you're saying, how do you figure that? Well, if I had 10 sales, I'd at this.
All right, so it's not my dyscalculia. That made no fucking sense. Somehow the percentages got higher, but then you needed more of them. And I was like, now I know I'm bad at math, but that's not usually how that works, right?
This scenario,
like what?
I would make $250. $250 for somebody in Chad, boom, bada boom, right here,
Oh my God.
is mind blowing. It's like when
What happened to like letting some people have their dignity and not doing this for certain countries? That was something that you said, Marty, that you wouldn't do it. That you literally do it for one of the poorest countries in the whole world. Is Chad. It's literally one of the poorest ones. And they don't need your fucking O-Connect. Like,
well, I love it.
I know
Anyway,
you do.
I just wanted to break it down
I
so you
know
can
you
see
do.
it's powerful. Absolutely love it. And in the beginning, you were given a short trailer, what's it about? And then at the end of this video, there's a 3-minute video that explains the business in bullet points. Very quick. 3 minutes.
It's like they claim that they're going there to help these people. But then they're like, you would need 9 sales to break even. And that will go a long way for you. Aren't you happy? And it's like, oh my God, this is so fucking bad. That means that they would need 18 sales to make double that. And they still won't be doing as well as you or I, Marty. And you, for some reason, are telling them that these sales are going to take them out of their situation. But then you're like, but you need 9 of them just to break even. It's like, do you not get that? How are they going to make over 9 sales each there when, again, they don't even have access to electricity and running water in most of it? Like, just think about that. Do you think that they all have computer systems? The thing you don't understand is, like, cell phones are scarce there. It's like you don't understand that they don't live like us. And if you're going to go there to help, we need to look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs and get the basic needs first, before we even think about all of this other extra junk that you want to throw in here. So it's like, why the fuck would they buy OConnect? Oh, well, to save their situation. Well, how are they supposed to sell it? Oh, well, they'll have access to the internet so they can sell it to people online. Are you fucking stupid? Like, it's just like, I don't. I don't even know what to say.
And you can join free and check it out. Listen, if somebody tries to talk you into something, don't do it. What I'm doing is sharing it with you. If you want to do it, do it. Do I believe in it? I've been here 6 years.
Oh my God.
And I'm a marketer. I could market it. Myself, my business partner could market anything.
Oh yeah, look at Marty go and market OConnect to Chad. Isn't he doing a wonderful job? I'm sure everyone is like, this is the best marketing campaign in the fucking world. We should get all the countries to do marketing campaigns like Marty. My Chad is real impressed with it. Yeah.
I wanted to be with a company with heart. I met the CEO. He cares about people. He built the company so everyone can succeed. It's not get rich quick, but it works. What a great, pleasant surprise. It works. Anyway, let's go down. I like to talk a little about the country. Chad economically is based on agriculture, oil production. Top products include storage.
Oh my God. Okay. We can get through this.
I don't know what that is. It's a staple food crop, widely cultivated across the country.
What do you mean? It's a fucking cereal. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going to have it. You couldn't even Google that for 2 seconds?
Ground nuts, in parentheses, peanuts, extensively grown, used both domestically and export. Millet, another essential cereal crop from local consumption.
Yeah, because sorghum is also a cereal crop, you fucking moron.
Yams, we all know what yams are. Cultivated primarily in the southern regions.
You know what yams are. We know you stuff yourself on those at fucking Thanksgiving.
Historically significant and remains one of the primary agricultural exports. In terms of exports, crude oil, approximately 90%.
Okay. Sorry.
Oil seed, significant extract percentage, not specific. They don't have all the stuff.
What?
Cotton, livestock, gum, Arabic.
Marty, who doesn't have all of these? What do you mean they don't have all of these? You use Gemini to write these up. The AI is then supposed to, it basically just scours the internet super quick on Google, like kind of thing, gathers all the information and then spits it out to you. And here's the thing, it might not be correct. Some people seem to think like, oh, I'll just put a prompt into AI and then whatever it spits out will be right. And it's like, no. If you're doing something like this, you still have to sit down and check all of this stuff and make sure it's correct. Because this AI could have just picked an article and maybe it doesn't actually explain it, but for whatever reason, the AI decided to get the information from that one. Or Wikipedia. Actually, it's very similar to Wikipedia. Like if you're using Wikipedia as a source, you do have to scroll down to the resource links, go through the resource links, and double check to make sure that what they're saying in the article is true. And like there's been times where I've had to be like, well, no, I'm going to have to take that part out because I actually found real information about it over here. And, it's not correct. You have to make sure that the information that AI is providing you with is correct. It's not a truth engine. It's more like a search engine, Marty. Like you say Google is. So like you could have gone and found out that information. I just think it's funny that you're like, they don't have that. Like a lot of people watching this would think you were talking about like Chad doesn't have that info. And it's like, no, they definitely know it. I bet you a lot of people know the info on that. It's just you didn't fucking get it. Like you didn't go look. This is what Marty puts into me every day. So I think there's a civil war there. There is. And after this presentation is done, we're going to actually go through a real presentation about what's going on in Chad and why this is disgusting. Similarly to how we did with Haiti and why that was disgusting. And again, it's not for me to explain it to you guys. I understand that a lot of my viewers would understand. And hey, if there's viewers out there that don't know what's going on, then you do get to learn. That's a bonus. It's more to explain it to these guys and the people in Onpassive and be like, look, this is what's going on there. Preying on them in this time is not okay, and here's why. They're not doing okay there. Like I said, it's similar to Haiti. It's just, let's not go and pray there right now. I wonder how Marty would feel about eating just millet for a year. He needs to. He should do one about North Korea. I'm sure it's coming. Just wait a little bit longer. If you had told me this motherfucker was going to do Haiti and Chad right now, I would have been like, I really hope not. I don't think Marty would have done that. That would be really, really predatory and manipulative and disgusting. But here we are. So, every time that there's a basement, it has a basement that has a basement that has a whole tunnel that goes down to the center of the earth.
And crude oil. Other significant exports include oilseed, cotton, livestock, and gum arabic. Anyway, so tell us a little bit about the country. Now, you're talking stuff like crude oil and all that. I mean, that's big industry. I don't see it going back here to the people. So here, we're in a business that finally everybody has the same shake. It's even playing field. It's not set up just for the 1 or 2%. You can do it. I can do it. We can do it, and we can do it together. And in turn, after we fill our pockets, we start uplifting humanity. It's AI company with heart. Thank you very much. Cool. Chad. That was Chad. Well, I'm going to make sure I get rid of this now because I don't want to do it again.
He said, Chad.
Wow.
Chad. Thank you, buddy. What else we got?
How do you explain this to your child? Your grandchild? How do you explain this? Like how are you like, yeah, daddy has to put on, or grandpa, sorry, I keep calling him dad. Grandpa has to put on a presentation about how the people in Chad should pay for O-Connect. Like, Lord. So I'm going to now just quickly go through a Chad overview from the World Bank Group. And the World Bank Group is 5 international organizations kind of like put together, and they do loans to these countries, go there and help them out, etc., etc. So it's the kind of thing that I think Marty might learn from. So this is a Sahelian and landlocked country in Central Africa. Chad faces security. Oh, and for those that maybe don't know what a landlocked country is, that just means that it doesn't have access to an ocean. It's completely surrounded by land, so there's no way for it to get to a major ocean, and it has to take other ways to get there, go through other countries and that. They face security challenges related to conflicts in neighboring countries, as well as the consequences of climate change, particularly the acceleration of desertification and the drying up of Lake Chad. Due to the Sudanese crisis and the continuous arrival of new refugees and returnees, the Chadian government estimates that nearly 900,000 people could arrive in Chad by the end of 2024. Chad was already hosting around 450,000 refugees from Sudan, the Central African Republic, and Nigeria. Poverty and vulnerability are widespread in Chad. 44.8% of the population lived below the national poverty line in 2022. Extreme poverty, $2.15 per day capita, increased by 2.6 percentage points between 2023 and 2024, reaching 36.5%. This increase means that 688,000 additional people have fallen into extreme poverty. Since mid-July, floods resulting from heavy rains have affected more than 1.496 million people, destroyed over 259,332 hectares of crops, and caused the loss of more than 66,728 heads of livestock. This situation is particularly concerning as nearly 2.4 million Chadians were at risk of severe food insecurity in June 2024. The World Bank's Human Capital Index for Chad is 0.30, meaning that a child born today will be 70% less productive as an adult compared to a child who has received quality education and proper health care. Additionally, 1 in 5 Chadian children will not reach the age of 5. So there's a large mortality rate for children there, and 40% suffer from stunted growth, with a risk of long-term consequences on their cognitive development. On average, between the ages of 4 and 18, Chadian children spend only 5 years in school. With 856 deaths per 100,000 live births, Chad has one of the highest maternal mortality rates, a phenomenon aggravated by the high number of early pregnancies. Part of the issue here is that there's not the same access to health care, so births are not as safe there. There's also not the same access to birth control, so births are more common there. The country continues to face significant gender inequalities, the reduction of which is essential in the fight against poverty. Chad ranks 144th out of 146 countries, according to the 2024 Global Gender Gap Index of the World Economic Forum, which assesses gender gaps in various areas, including economic participation, education, health, and political empowerment. Usually in these areas, girls do not go to school. Only boys go to school, and women do not have any types of rights at all. They are barely considered to be human there. Following the death of President Idris Deby Itno on April 20th, 2021, on the front line, a transitional military council led by his son, Muhammad Idris Deby Itno, took over. And I'm sorry if I said these names wrong. I did my best. The Constitution was suspended and an 18-month transition period was established. The conclusions of the inclusive and sovereign national dialogue held between August and October 2022 extended the political transition by 2 years. Sworn in as transitional president on October 10th of 2024, General Muhammad Deby Itno formed a national unity government on October 14th. Following the constitutional referendum of December 27, 2023, a presidential election was held on May 6, 2024, marking a return to constitutional order. At the conclusion of this election, Muhammad Idris Deby was elected with 61% of the vote, according to the Constitutional Council. Success Masra, one of the opponents of the Deby family before being appointed prime minister, came second with 18.54% of the vote. His party, the Transformers, that made me laugh a little bit. I was like, yeah, the Transformers, I like it. But no, we don't like it. Filed an annulment appeal before the Constitutional Council, which rejected it. Another part of the opposition, including several candidates excluded from the presidential race, called for a boycott of the election. Senatorial, legislative, and local elections are scheduled for December 2024 to complete the return to constitutional order. Provisional results were published on the 12th of January of 2025, showing that the ruling Patriotic Salvation Movement Party won 124 out of 188 seats on a voter turnout of 51.5%. Official results are expected to be published later in January. So basically, it's Muhammad Deby still. If you wanted to know what that means, it means that he is the one that has been sworn in here. But the president is this guy who was prime minister of Chad from June 2022 to June 2023. So that's what they're dealing with right now in terms of their political civil war. I don't know if they're happy about this. So they're going through a lot politically right now. The economic situation. A petroleum-producing country since 2003, Chad has become highly dependent on this resource, whereas its economy previously relied on agriculture. It's just with everything going on, as you heard, the agriculture is not doing too great, right? And that's a huge issue that they have. Like, if you want to help them, go there and fix their agriculture and, like, help them out. Despite the tensions caused by the ongoing refugee crisis, which weighs heavily on local resources and increases fiscal pressures, The Chadian economy is expected to maintain a growth rate of 3% in 2024. Non-oil GDP growth is estimated at 2.7%, down from 4.1% in 2023 due to a slowdown in public investment growth. On the supply side, industry is expected to contribute 1.3 percentage points to growth, supported by a modest increase in oil production, followed by agriculture, 1 percentage point, which has been negatively affected by major floods, and services, 0.7 percentage points. In 2024, GDP growth is expected to be 3.0%. As for non-oil GDP, it is expected to decline from 4.1% in 2023 to 2.7% in 2024 due to a decrease in public investment. Inflation, after falling to 4.1% in 2023, is expected to rise to 6.5% in 2024 due to rising food and transportation prices. So that does not help anything. The current account deficit is expected to widen, averaging 2.8% of GDP between 2005 and 2026. The outlook is subject to multiple downside risks, including lower than expected oil prices, regional instability, increased insecurity, and new climate shocks and natural disasters. Nationally, the incidence of poverty in Chad increased by 2.5 percentage points from 42.3% in 2018 to 44.8% in 2022. This increase indicates that the poor population grew by 1.2 million, bringing the total to 7.8 million. Poverty remains primarily a rural issue where 1 in 2 people is considered poor. Additionally, there are significant regional disparities in the distribution of poverty. Social inequalities have also slightly increased, as evidenced by the Gini index, which rose from 34 in 2018 to 35 in 2022. The 2024 lean season is expected to be one of the worst the country has experienced in recent years. Flood damage and crop losses will lead to a decline in production and household incomes. As a result, the extreme poverty rate is expected to increase by 2 percentage points to 38.4% in 2025, or an additional 588,000 people in extreme poverty. These outlooks are subject to multiple downside risks, including falling oil prices, political instability during the upcoming elections, rising insecurity, and climate shocks, including the severe floods the country is currently facing. A prolonged war in Sudan beyond 2024 would exacerbate the humanitarian crisis, strain public finances, and increase inflationary pressures. So, yeah, no, they're over there going, I really need to pay for O Connect right now. That's what I need to pay for. And Marty doesn't look at what's actually going on. Marty goes into the AI bot Gemini and types in, like, what is the average income of people in Chad? And then writes, what are their biggest exports? And doesn't actually research what's going on because he doesn't actually fucking care. And honestly, that information I just read would probably be too hard for him to break down and understand. I'm just saying. there's a lot going on there, just like there's a lot going on in Haiti. And these are areas where, yeah, if you're in the US and you think you're going through hard times politically, maybe you do need to go and take a look at what places like this are going through. You'll thank God that your biggest issue is that Trump is your president, honestly. There are countries out there that are literally in civil war. And they don't have a pot to piss in. Sometimes, you know, I get reminded of that when I'm watching people on TikTok making TikToks going, oh my God, my life is so hard. And I'm like, yeah. So I agree that maybe, you know, we need to humble ourselves sometimes. But if you're going to do that, Marty, actually like look into what's going on there. Try to have some understanding for the situation of the whole country and what that means for them. And then maybe if you do that, you'll understand why you don't belong there. Right? If you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. And going into these areas, seeking out people, making these broken promises to them, and telling them that they just have to like sign up 9 people to all buy O-Connect in order for you to save them is beyond cruel. Beyond cruel. Like, stop it. But you're so proud of yourself after this. And it's just like, for what? What did you do? And it's angering too, because it's like, you even say, oh, it's all hypothetical. It's like, okay, so then what are you doing it for? Simply just to do the emotional manipulation. Lovely. Isn't that great? I love that, you know? 5 years in school, that's so bad. It's actually higher than I thought it would be, to be honest. And again, that's usually for boys. Like the girls are lucky if they get 1 year of school. Right? So, like, think about that. And then imagine them being expected to run a business on the internet all of a sudden. It's not reality. It's not going to help, you know? It's so angering to me when they do these. You're welcome, Sam. He either chose to skip it or he literally just doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on and can't care to even take a minute to go check it out. So with all of Chad's problem, the easiest solution is a failed MLM, according to these guys, right? You know, maybe Marty thinks Chad is a guy, not a country. Right. Marty could feed a village in Haiti or Chad for a year, and it would be very little money for him. But he won't unless they sign up for O-Connect.
Today's Tuesday. I don't know of any shows that are on today, but if there are, you got to go look because I can't think of any. Like I said,
Andy on today or Collins or
they used to be on Tuesdays, which is Blueprint, right? I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
Blueprint. But look for that. And like I said, any suggestions you have on countries you want to jump in line, send it to Chris or me. If you send it to me, you have to send it to my email, which is onpassivenation@gmail.com. I've had many people ask for the promo video. The second one, seemed to be a big hit with people. I've made them for a few people.
Yeah, are you still charging all of them $20 US for it? Are you charge the people in Chad $20 US for one of your promo films, Marty?
And
promo film.
if you want one, you also got to write passivenation@gmail.com. And don't instant message me about something you want, because I can't keep track of it. If I do that, I'm gonna have to jump around and try to figure out who said
Send
what.
me the messages, send Marty the emails.
How do you not know how to keep track of something like a Word document? You love Word documents. Like, just have a Word document that's set aside that are just ideas. If someone messages you about something, you add it in. Jeez. Lord. It's not that hard, Marty.
Yeah, because
You want to run this whole thing alongside Ash Mufareh here, but then you don't even know how to do that. It's like, Lord.
there's no way to organize
Save Chad.
Messenger at all. You got to go through 70 of them to find out who said what. This way, in an email, just punch your name in, and everything you ever wrote comes up. Anyway, I'm going to play the video real quick. Chris, you think about what you want to say in closing, and we'll be back.
Wow. Okay. Now we have to watch it.
We've seen people chase online business dreams that end in disappointment. Multi-level marketing, MLM, a system where 99% lose money. Drop shipping, thin margins and supplier issues, affiliate marketing. Takes forever to see real results, and most people quit before they even start earning. Email marketing, struggles with spam and low engagement. The truth is, these business models promise freedom, but often deliver frustration. They demand too much time, too much money, and too many.
This is the video that everyone's paying $20 for. Okay.
Skills to succeed. And let's face it, most of them are designed to benefit those at the top, while everyone else struggles to stay afloat.
Yeah, no. But Ash, he only pockets the first 108 million. And then the next 40 million after that. And then maybe after that, he'll ensure that the rest of the world has some money.
Until now. What if there was a new company? Not just any company. An AI-powered high-tech company with a mission to uplift humanity.
Yeah, and what's that company called?
A company built with heart, aiming to be the correction to corruption that we've all been waiting for. Imagine a place where anyone in the world can succeed. No special skills required. No need to be a marketing expert, a coder, or a tech genius. Just bring your desire to make a difference, and this company will empower you with cutting-edge AI-induced products in high demand that practically sell themselves. But here's the twist. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-rich-right opportunity. A chance to fill your pockets by offering real value to the world. And when you've taken
Something so much grosser about this video when you play it after you explain to the people at Chad that if they make 9 sales, then, you know, they'll be even.
Of yourself and your family, you can start blessing others. Imagine earning unlimited commissions from products that are above market value because they're simply worth more. Products designed to solve real problems, make lives easier, and create better futures, all backed by AI innovation. Picture this, an AI company with heart that rewards honesty, hard work, and compassion. A business built to break free from the greed and corruption of the past. This isn't just about making money. It's about changing lives and creating a ripple effect of good. What if you could be part of that? Part of a movement where, once you've secured your future,
then you can go and prey on the people in Haiti and Chad. Steal all of their country's money and really leave them in poverty. And give them a bunch of crap that they don't need. It'll be great.
This becomes a blessing for others. Where your efforts uplift communities, create opportunities for those in need, and help build a better world. One empowered person at a time.
Yeah, see, one empowered person at a time. Because the only way that you're going to help them is if they join Onpassive first. Which tells me you're not in this for people. You're in this for money. That voice sounds familiar. Sir Ben Kingsley? This is what happens when AIs hallucinate. It's Al with heart.
It's not just business, it's humanity, powered by AI. This global business is launching to the world very soon. If you would like to be notified when we launch to the world, send an email to iwantontheListToday@gmail.com.
So, who's iwantontheListToday@gmail.com? If you're on passivenation@gmail.com. Who am I emailing? And why would I email that person? So I'm in on passive, okay? And I'm supposed to be building my downline with people that I know. And then I pay you for $20 for a promo video. And you give your email in the video instead of my email in the video, so that these people write you to be put on the list. Because I'm not confident that Marty's keeping track of who each person saw the video through. So these people are writing, I want on the list today, which is some email of Marty's, and Marty's building a team. So you're not promoting yourself and your business and your brand. You're promoting Marty. So Marty puts them on his list. So you're paying Marty $20 to promote himself on your platform and hand him over your future leads. It's a brilliant extra scam, Marty. I got to give you that. But you're a piece of shit. And if you're going to charge people for a video like this, you redo this last part for them. And you put their email in there. Because there's no way that you can't even keep track when you just said when someone sends you a message asking you for something, you can't keep track of it. So I'm supposed to then expect that you're keeping track of what video all the people that email this email have seen? No. So you're poaching people off of all of the people in Onpassive that you're claiming you're going to help. They're all going to go under you then. And people are going to pay you $20 to make them videos that put their people under you. You just get better and better as a person, Marty. As we get to know you and who you are more and more, you really show yourself to us, you know? Keep that up. Really show the world who you are. You marketing guru.
On the list in the subject line, so you can.
Why doesn't it end?
Alrighty, Chris. What do you got?
Why did you stop it early? It doesn't even tell them what to put in the subject. Like, you didn't even let it finish. Were you trying to cut it off before the email got read and you fucked up?
Thank you, everyone, for liking and subscribing to our channels. We do appreciate it. If something is going to happen, I say it all the time, we're going to bring you up to date with all the live updates when possible. As soon as we hear, we will come on any given time of the day, even if it's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. We will get our butts out of bed and we will definitely bring the news to you live.
When you say things like that, do you know what you do? You make people that are in Onpassive watching this now feel like, oh shit, this announcement might come in at 3 in the morning. What if there's people now setting their alarms to go and check the back office at 3 in the morning? How are the people that are sleeping at 3 in the morning supposed to get on when you do your live stream at 3 in the morning? Are you guys all going to call them all up and wake them up? Like, what would be the point in that? At 3 in the fucking morning.
I think the next couple weeks are going to be very exciting. That's my opinion. I believe that the power of words is an amazing thing. I do share stuff on my Facebook.
If you believe that, maybe you guys should be more careful with yours. Just a thought. Be more careful with the words that you use.
Positive, people that are positive, and that power of the words. If you go down, I shared a story of a man who was in a bad car accident, and
real positive.
Doctor said, "Hey, ain't no hope for you. There's nothing you're gonna do. You're not gonna walk again." And listen to what he had to say. The power of words can shut you down if you let it. That's why I said if someone's talking negative to you, just turn it off. You don't need to hear that. You already know some outcomes in life, but man, the more positive you stay, the more faith you have in God, anything is possible. So check it out once in a while. I do share a lot of cool things on my Facebook, and that has nothing to do with anything. Facebook is Facebook. I put great posts on there, even funny posts sometimes, to get you guys inspired of what's really coming. So thank you again for liking and subscribing to our channels. We do appreciate all of you. And don't forget this, man. This company is the future of the world. I don't care what anyone says. It's going to change many, many lives. You just don't know yet. Marty, that's all.
Yeah, but you think that changing lives means signing up everyone for Onpassive. That's not changing lives. Lord.
All I got.
Beautiful. We're going to wrap it up. Hey, Jacob, do you want to say hi and goodbye?
Why? Bye.
Okay. That's
Good
it.
job, Jacob.
Anyway, that was quick. I wish I could be that quick sometimes. Anyway, see you all. Thank you very much.
That was quick. Smart kid. Don't bring me into your scam, Grandpa. Hopefully he ends up smarter than you, Marty. Just saying. Stay positive, ignore the truth. Well, that's why it's toxic positivity, right? And there is such thing as constructive criticism, but that doesn't exist in Onpassive. It's all just criticism, and you're not allowed to do it, especially towards Ash, which is why he keeps making the same fucking mistakes over and over and over and over again. We'll never learn and grow. It isn't the future, and the world doesn't care, right? Right? Like, nobody knows who you guys are. Nobody. Too bad there's no Onpassive to sign up for anymore. Nope. Nope, there isn't. It's going to be on Fusion T, and what's funny is we're heading into the end of January. It's already the 21st of the month. This month went by pretty fast. You know, we're heading towards the end now. The last little stretch here, and Ash said on Christmas Eve that it wouldn't be months. It would be days or weeks. And then this would be getting started. It was just doing the finishing touches for us and whatnot, right? So I'm kind of like, all right, well, we're going on a month now. In a few days here, it will be a month on the 24th. And nothing has happened. Everyone's still waiting. Nothing's going on, Ash. So I don't know. Is Ash going to show up by the end of the month and announce the new company? I'm not sure. Or are they just going to be in a standstill? And what's going on now is people besides Marty are now starting to change their thumbnails and take out Onpassive logos. And they're rewriting their descriptions of their streams and videos and taking out the word Onpassive. So obviously, on the inside, they know. They know, and they need to know that we know that they know. And then maybe Ash could come and let everyone know. But yeah, today is just a whole stream of poverty porn, emotional manipulation, and angering bullshit. So that was that. That's it. That's all I got for today. I'm pretty pissed off. Seems like they're not gonna stop. They don't care. They'll try to sign up as many people for this thing as they can, even if they can't afford it. And what's frustrating is, you know, that if they can't afford it, they're going to try to get them to get loans out and stuff. It's really sickening. And I don't think that the people in Chad deserve this at all. And I wish that they would stop, but they're not going to, because as you heard, they don't take constructive criticism. They don't care. It'll keep going. Queen, if Ash sees his shadow, it's another 6 weeks of delay. Lord. It's just a normal day. Normal day for Marty and Chris, right? Just a normal day. Sad heart. It did. It makes me sad. It makes me very sad. Because what hurts too is they claim that they've already signed up some people there. And I'm like, wow. So you're telling me that you've already taken $100 US from these people a few years ago? Is what you're telling me? In 2022, people bought in from Chad, and they've been sitting around ever since. And then you have the audacity to do this display to them today? With what they're going through now, which is worse than it was in 2022, as I kind of showed you guys. Well, okay. I don't know how you can do that and then claim you're a good person. Okay, these people are not good people. They are not here to help. They are here to make Ash a very rich man and hopefully themselves in the process. That's all they care about. They know as many people as they can get to sign up, they will. To the point where Marty's adding his own email address at the end of these fucking videos. Like I'm saying, charging people $20 for a video, and then they're going to be put on his list. There is no list of traffic. There is no list of future people that can come sign up. Ash is not keeping a list. All of the traffic from before, long gone. It's just, ugh. But Marty probably will take all those emails of the people that email that email address and put them on his list for future. If this thing ever does start selling an O-Connect again, which I don't know if something's going to happen this year. I'm interested to find out and see, and I guess we're obviously going to keep following it. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, this year might be just Ash trying to keep his loyal followers until the SEC case in April. You know what I mean? Like, he's just going to string them along for this year because in his mind, he's going to win the SEC case in April. So he thinks as long as he can keep them until at least April 2026, then everything will start up for everyone. Right? And maybe Marty and Chris even know that that's the plan now. So something tells me we might not see him for a little bit, and he might hold off on announcing this new company for a little while just to kind of prolong it so that this standstill will last until at least April. And that's what I'm thinking is going to kind of happen here. And it's like the longer it takes to launch products, the cultier and more predatory it gets. Which is interesting because I'm used to it being more culty and predatory with the products. You know what I mean? So I'm getting a whole different view of this here. This one's a little bit different in that sense. And it's almost more horrifying to watch because without products, all there is the cult following of Ash. Right? It's like that's all that is here. And then how they look up to like Marty and Chris, which is why they shouldn't be on here doing these crazy illegal income claims, preying on countries like Chad. You know, like it's just like, why? Because then other people are going to be like, oh, that's a great idea. We should definitely go and start bugging people in Chad. It's like, oh my God. Don't do that. People in this thing look up to them, so they're kind of the ones that they follow. That's why Marty now thinks that he's this master marketer, fucking marketing guru, dude, all of a sudden. When we, just about a year ago, if you guys remember, he used to say, I'm not a marketer. And I can do this. And I'm not a marketer. And now it's, I am a professional marketer. Like, no, you're not. What is sad is that these people don't have viable options. So Onpassive looks heaven sent. And that's why it's so frustrating. It's like, why? You know you're not doing anything for them. Why the fuck would you go in there, promise them this, knowing that they're desperate for anything to help right now? So they will probably try to accept the help. And you know it's not actually going to help and they don't need this. But there you are. You know, it's so manipulative. It's so fucking predatory and disgusting and gross. And I hate everything about it. I hate it. Let Marty try Cuba next. Yeah, well, I'm surprised he hasn't. As a professional marketer, Thomas says, Marty is one heck of a janitor, right? Like everyone that's actually doing marketing would be so insulted to see Marty's fucking AI videos and him calling himself a professional marketer. Like, it's like, no, this isn't even close. Not even close. It is dangerous. It is dangerous because in the meantime, they won't accept help from other areas because Onpassive claims to be their one and only savior with Ash Mufareh. And that's kind of what's happening right now with the people that are already in this thing, in this cult. They could have made money over the last 6 years. That would have helped their situations. But they were told to quit their jobs and sit around and wait. And then they were shamed for quitting their jobs and sitting around and waiting. But it's like this thing takes people that are vulnerable and in need and says, here, sit around and wait. And by the way, turn down any other help. Nobody cares about you but Ash. And then Ash doesn't fucking do anything. And he can't even be the one to show his face every day to prey on them. He has his lackeys do it for him because he's a pussy. It will wind up just like the movie Red Zone Cuba. Well, we could only hope at this point. That was a joke. I'm going to get canceled now for making jokes about how I hope that if they do illegal income claims in Cuba, Cuba fights them. But this is what I said to them, like even with the Hades, it's like these places are in civil war. And you're promising them you are going to fix their situation, i.e. also the civil war. How do you plan on helping that? You don't have any power politically or at all. Like, it's not realistic because you don't have the means. And it's not just about, oh, we'll start a tech company. And, you know, tech giants, they seem to have power. So automatically Ash Mufareh will have power. And it's like, that's not how Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk got there, though. That's not how it works. Like, but it's like, that's how they see this. And it's not going to happen. And it's just so frustrating because these places do need help. They do need help. And if you can help, you should be trying to help. But if you can't help, don't go in there and harm them and prey on them and make it worse. Like, you know, just fuck off. Get out of here. Leave them alone. Like I said, if you can't help them, don't hurt them. You know, that's a rule to live by. And it's just so frustrating that they don't even care to try to understand. You know, and I have a feeling it's just going to get worse. So get ready for that. Get ready for that in future. I'm unsure if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow. I might be busy. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I can do one in the evening or however. But I am thinking that maybe we should go and check out their latest Heroes webinar because it was the shortest Heroes webinar of the world. They've never done one so short, and I just thought it would be kind of interesting since we're used to like an hour or two of Ash praise. I was kind of like, where did they fit into this? So that's probably what we'll be doing next, unless Marty and Chris do something even worse than this over the next day or two. But I do hope that all of you have a fabulous rest of your day. I am obviously also going to be reporting this as I report all of their stuff. And hopefully something gets done about this soon. It seems like they're barely on the radar of the FTC. They may be on the SEC's radar, but apparently they're barely on the radar of the FTC. So I don't know if I'm going to do a call to action or how I'm going to get help or what we're going to do. But we might have to figure something out for that as well in the future. But I'm going to just keep reporting it and hoping for the best. So until next time, everyone, I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing rest of your day. Go do something that you love. Go watch something that makes you happy. You know, try to shake this off. I hate having to end it at an upsetting note. I usually don't do that. But this upset me. This upset me. I was already still upset over the Haiti one. And then this happened. And there's been some in between where I'm just like, wow, you know. So I'm just kind of upset. I'm kind of upset. But I'm going to go and hang out with my family, which is how I get out of being upset, and have an amazing rest of my day. And I hope that you do the same. I love all of your faces, and I will see you very, very soon with another one to help us shake this off. As always, we're in it to win it. What it is has yet to be decided.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellish, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's a call. Hey.
Friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it.
My name is Mufareh. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3 minute Ash. Another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them all morning long. It's not the answer you want, but call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? Later.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to great leaders talking about their experiences. My name is Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Have a great day, everyone. I love all your faces. Bye.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my YouTube channel. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Mufareh.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name is Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.